All right, I am going to make, out of Rachael Ray's 50 cookbook, I'm gonna make her crushed crispy potatoes. Let me show you. I'm gonna put this up on my little stand here so I can show you the recipe. Okay, here are the ingredients. And then here is the recipe. So I made these once before and they didn't come out very good. I think my potatoes were way too big. You can see at the top here she says a half a pound of small thin potatoes. So I mean you kind of have to use like really small potatoes. So what I did is I had a bag of petite red potatoes. So I took the smallest ones out of the bag, if you can kind of see that, and I have them boiling. So you're just gonna boil them until they are fork tender. You don't want them to get too soft, but soft enough, yeah, and they're good. So you can kind of see, you can see. I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell, but I can put my fork right through, really nice and soft. So I already had those boiling, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take those out and drain them, pat them dry, and then I'm gonna put them down on this parchment paper and smash them with the bottom of a cup, and then season them and put them in the oven. Okay, so I have taken the potatoes out of the boiling water. I drained them and then I patted them dry with a towel because I didn't want them to be too wet. You can see that one already kind of fell apart. So I'm gonna very lightly just press down on these. I don't want to press down too much. If they're soft enough, they'll press down pretty easily. Don't press down too much because then they'll kind of get like that. I think that's what I did wrong last time, and then it's just a crumbly mess of potato, and that's not really what you want. So you just press down just a little. And that's why she says really thin potatoes. So I mean, some of these are kind of smaller than others, so that one's like a little bit better. Some are gonna be bigger, but that's all right. And then, you know what would be good for this is like fingerling potatoes. That would be good. Don't press down too hard, just very lightly. And then what she says in her cookbook is to kind of like baste them with butter or olive oil. So I decided to do butter. So all I did was I put 2 tablespoons of butter in here and I melted it in the microwave, and then I had some fresh thyme and rosemary, so I just mixed that in there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna brush them all with this and then season them. I'm gonna try to get the herbs on there because I want that flavor on the potatoes. And I already have my oven preheating at 425. That all up, or not. Okay, and then I'm gonna season them with salt, pepper, garlic powder, and I'm gonna put them in the oven again at the 425. And she says really until they get brown. She says about, what does she say, 15 to 18 minutes or so, but you can just keep an eye on them. It's obviously gonna depend on how big your potatoes were. Just keep an eye on them, and you want them to get, really brown and crispy. And that's it, super simple. These look better than the last time I made them, so I think they're gonna be good. And then I'm gonna add garlic powder too, because why not? All right, so now I'm gonna just throw them in the oven and I will show you what they look like when they're done. All right, there are the potatoes. I just pulled them out. They look pretty good. To try them. All right, so try this recipe. It was pretty easy and looks like it's going to be nice and crispy on the outside. And when you boil them first, that just kind of guarantees that they're going to be nice and soft on the inside. So it's going to be delicious. Thanks for watching.